Oil refinery catches fire due to drone strike in Kuban, Russia.
Here's a summary of the article.
Fire at the ILSKY oil refinery. Photo from Kondratiev's Telegram. A storage tank at the Ilsky oil refinery has caught fire in Russia's Krasnodar Krai. The fire broke out as a result of a drone strike. Quote. A storage tank at the Ilsky oil refinery in Kuban has caught fire due to a drone attack. Details. Later, the governor confirmed the fire in storage tanks containing oil products at the Ilsky oil refinery in the Seversky district. According to Kondratiev, 48 rescue workers and 16 appliances are working at the scene of the fire, and there is no danger for the population of the village where the plant is located. He also reported that the fire had been contained to an area of 400 square meters. The fire at the Ilsky oil refinery has been completely extinguished, TASS reported with reference to the Ministry of Emergency Situations for Krasnodar Krai. An oil depot caught fire in the village of Volna in Russia's Krasnodar Krai, not far from the Crimean Bridge, on the night of the 2nd to the 3rd of May. A fire broke out in a fuel storage tank in Kazacha Bay on the night of the 28th to the 29th of April, caused by a drone strike.
This post received a score of 5,500, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Drones are turning out to be very cost-effective in irritating Russian.
It is difficult to defend against small low-flying drones, particularly when they are used against targets that can create a big bang with only a small amount of explosive charge. This isn't even Ukrainians do it, it is Russians that are tired of the war and want it to end sooner rather than later.
Your last sentence is some intelligence that IDK how you could have confirmed from open source intelligence reports alone.
Prob BC. This attack is miles behind the line if I'm not mistaken. An Intel Falcon 8 Plus, which is about 50 times as expensive as these drones, loses signal around a mile out. Would be hard to send a quadcopter farther than a mile when a beefed-up octocopter wouldn't make it either.
My off-the-shelf G drone has a 5 km range. It's possible to program them with waypoints that don't even need control from a controller.
I'm loving these done attack articles more and more. Not because, yay Ukraine, boo Russia. Even though, yay Ukraine and boo Russia. But because, unlike Russia, they are all military targets, chosen for military strategy, etc. Also, boo Russia for everything they've done during their offensive war.
Your use of yay and boo make it easy to explain war to small children and very old people.
These attacks on energy infrastructure seems to point to an incoming offensive. I think we are a week or two away, assuming the ground firms up.
Yup, you need fuel to maneuver. Hold half the tanks due to maintenance and fuel while you assault one region. You'd force them to move equipment by rail.
Greater than you'd force them to move equipment by rail, which has been another target of attacks, exploding rails and derailing train. Again slows down movement, takes time to repair, probably wrecks a train locomotive, forces to put more rail security troops on patrol.
Whoever is doing these attacks has the opportunity to lay some traps down on the rails and send some locomotives flying.
I could see some steel wedges welded to both tracks with the top slightly slanted to the SID would be pretty easy to install and derail the train. Would be more difficult to see than destroying the tracks. What do I know though?
Definitely not Russia targeting itself. It's those dastardly Chechens, Ukrainians, that's it. It very well might not be. Russia likes to kill people in apartment complexes, not damage precious economic structures. And #X200B, I mean, it might be, but it would be a very cost-ineffective way of doing it, maybe because hitting their own apartment complexes is so 1999.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.